Hey guys, welcome back to a Shep Talk Movie Vault review. This week we will be reviewing Colossal. But first, one admin note. If you like what you see here, please remember to like, share, and subscribe. It does help my channel greatly, and I truly appreciate everything you guys do for me. Now, on to the review. Quick synopsis. Gloria's life isn't going so great in New York City, so she decides to move back home to her small town, where things start to get even weirder. Colossal was first released on April 9th, 2017, directed by Nacho Vigalondo, I hope I'm saying that right, starring Anne Hathaway and Jason Sudeikis. As always, the first question I try to answer on Shep Talk Movie Vault is, have I seen this movie before? And the answer is yes. I did see it once when it first came out on DVD, but the premise, I thought the premise was good, but I just didn't feel like paying the full movie price for it, really. Anne Hathaway plays Gloria, who we stated earlier, decides that moves to New York City to pursue her career in writing, but sadly, through all kinds of missteps, it seems like her life is taking a path that she didn't want to really go down, and she finds herself out on the streets and has no other choice but to move back to her small hometown that she grew up in. Jason Sudeikis plays Oscar, who never escaped that small town life and has pretty much been trapped running the bar that his parents used to run before him, and just really, can't seem to break out of that small town life. And let's give props to Anne Hathaway and Jason Sudeikis. Man, these two guys I think they kill it in this role. And a film that really focuses pretty much on two main characters, they could either make or break this film. If the actors aren't up for handling all that pressure and all the work that rests on their shoulders, then the film's going to suffer no matter what happens. And I think Jason Sudeikis and Anne Hathaway really bring it in this movie. It's not one of those movies that you're going to see a lot of range or emotion, or it's not like this isn't Macbeth, this isn't Shakespeare, but a lot rides on how they portray these two characters, how these two characters interact. And I think the chemistry between these two characters was really good. I think, again, Anne Hathaway and Jason Sudeikis, I think, do a really phenomenal job in this movie. And yeah, we'll get into some more of that later. And I gotta give props to Gloria, man. She notices really quickly off the bat that the monster that appears in Seoul, Korea kind of has the same mannerisms as she does. And Gloria puts it together really well, and then they show her it's not just like a light bulb goes on. She actually does some research. She has some theories that she's testing, and she figures out where she has to be for this monster to appear. And that, she kind of handles it really well. Gloria is handling this addiction to alcohol. Her life was crap, so she handled it by drinking. And I think giving her this mystery to solve kind of helped her get over the dangers of being an alcoholic and all the troubles that was bringing into her life, because she was just pretty much not caring about what was happening in her life up until that point, where she realized that the crap going on in Seoul, Korea might be because of her. And she steps up. She really brings it, figuring out that she is the monster that's appearing and how to deal with that going forward. And I wrote down a comment about Gloria and her relationship with Joel, the hot friend to Oscar's, one of Oscar's hot friends, I guess, guy friends. And I decided to scrap it. I thought it was very unfair to Gloria. Oscar plays this character that he seems and he appears to be that guy that pined after Gloria when they were growing up. Nothing really came of it. And she comes back now into his world, his small little town, and he kind of tries to pick up that flame again by, helping her out with a TV and furniture and a job and stuff like that. and it seems like his love is unrequited, you know, that she can't seem to see that he cares for her as well, and that she goes more towards Joel, the hot friend. Yeah, it kind of sucks, really, that, you know, oh, Gloria went after the hot guy, vice Oscar, but as we come to find out, Oscar's not all there, not all he's cracked up to be. There's more behind Oscar than we originally suspect. Like I said, Oscar, when we first meet him, we think of him as that sweet hometown guy that, given the chance, he would be that great boyfriend material. But we come to learn that's just a facade. He's showing us that persona, but behind it, there's some damaged stuff. Oscar is really damaged, and we kind of see the reversal where Gloria at the beginning of this movie is the one that's alcohol dependent, can't seem to move on, doesn't really have anything going on in her life. And then we see the doors slow, like a revolving door, where Oscar is now the big alcoholic. He's the controlling type. Once he has his hands or his fingers in your pie, he doesn't want to let go. And it's one of those things, like, goes from nice guy to asshole in 0 to 60 seconds. To go even so far as when he finds out that he's actually the robot happening in Seoul, Korea, that now he's holding Gloria hostage from doing anything she wants to do unless he agrees with it. And so pretty much he's that abusive kind of boyfriend, though even though he's not the boyfriend, he's making her do stuff that she doesn't want to do. It's really well done. It's like turning on a light bulb. You're like, holy crap, Oscar is not the guy we thought he was going to be. When Jason Sudeikis plays it really well, where you're like, come on, man, maybe he's just feeling a little jealous because Gloria went after Joel. It's one of those things, like, if you weren't paying attention, you didn't see the little triggers that were happening behind the scenes. I think it's really well done, and Oscar's a dick. And I love the ending of this movie. Even doing, the first watch and the second watch and the third watch, it gets me every time. It's like you're trying to think of, okay, Oscar is holding Gloria hostage. I'm not going to try to spoil this movie for you. I know I've said a couple of things, like calling Oscar a dick and some of the stuff he's done, but I don't want to spoil the endings for this movie. It's like you're trying to figure out how Gloria is going to escape his hold on her. And I guess some people probably figured it out. I didn't, which is always great when I don't figure out what the ending of the movie is going to be. And I think the ending of this movie is really great. It gives you that sense of triumph when she finally figures out how to get out of his grasp. I thought it was really well done. If you haven't seen it, I highly recommend just watching this movie and, trying, seeing how well these two perform, plus the ending of this movie is really well. And it does handle kind of the addiction message really well throughout this movie too. Okay, guys, with that though, I'm going to give Colossal, here at Shep Talk Movie Vaults, there's only two verdicts. There's keep it or delete it. And so my verdict for Colossal is keep it. Again, like I said, Anne Hathaway is really good in this movie. Jason Sudeikis is really good in this movie. I think the theme and the storyline behind this movie is really good. So it's a keep it in me. It's really good. If you haven't seen it, give it a chance. It's not a straight up kind of janky sci-fi kaiju versus robot movie. It is much more than that. So guys, thank you for watching, and I'll see you at the next review.